Welcome to edition 145 of Drive With Me. KB here. Just got out the haircut. Where do I start? I have a lot to say, a lot on my mind. I think I'll start with Odyssey. If you like the Odyssey, if you like Christopher Nolan, watch that movie. That I can't get over that movie. So watching Dolby. Don't drink too much, because it is 3 hours long. Kind of was struggling at the last hour, the last 30 minutes really. Dude loves his practical effects, like, and his set pieces. It was amazing. I booked some 70 millimeter IMAX tickets for San Antonio, because I need to experience that 70 mil. I need to experience that huge screen, and then the way Christopher Nolan intended. It's that good of a film. I booked a ticket for 10 p.m. on a Sunday night. 3-hour movie. Movie starts 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. We're hitting the road back around 2. Won't be back till like 5 the earliest. I can't call off work, because the person that I normally back up already called off a month ago, so I'm not gonna ask him, hey, change your appointment. But I'm gonna try at least work from home, because that's how bad I wanna watch this or make this work. And mostly because my girlfriend Melissa, she's still fairly new, so she can't really call off, calling sick like that. So she was already off, scheduled off next Monday. So it's like, hey, we got to do something. Like, it makes sense. But yeah, movie was great. I read the Odyssey in high school, and it's a great story. And I always had like these visions of how it was in my head, because I never watched any of the Odyssey movies that have been made. But I've seen pictures or depictions of it, so I had an image. But this movie kind of just locked in that scenery. Matt Damon, who's great Odysseus. Anne Hathaway, oh my God. John Leguizamo. Okay, you don't have to be this close, Jesus. It's also really good. I know some people, I did read a comment, someone was saying that they couldn't get too immersed because there's just so many actors, recognizable actors. But for me, I thought it was great. I said I highly recommend that movie. Second thing, on Friday, I went to a theme party, right? But not just any theme party. This was a party based off the Traitors. For those that have not seen the Traitors, it is a game show based off of, since I'm a gamer, I'm gonna use a gamer example or reference. Among Us, right? You have your banishment rounds where you accuse people on who they might be. And then you have your traitors that are killing off the people. So the non-traitors are called faithfuls, and the traitors are called traitors, right? Now, it's not like Among Us where you kill someone in a game or something. The way the killing off works is at the end of the round. Well, in the game show, at the end of the round, all the traitors get together and they vote on who to kill off. And since we know we don't have anything that fancy, or we can get in a separate room, the way she did it was we all were on the table, and we will blindfold. She'll crack the music up, blindfold. She'll say, "Traitors, take your blindfolds off," and then we'll just point on who we want to kill. Now, the reason why I know that is because I was a traitor, and apparently I had a great poker face. I would say 90% of people there did not suspect it was me. Mostly because they told me straight up. So if I remember correctly, it was 4 rounds of challenges, right? So it's like, it'll be a challenge. If you win the challenge, that group, because like everyone's split up randomly in different groups, that group will get a clue on who the traitor was. They'll do banishment round where people will vote on who to vote someone out, and someone had to always be voted out. Like, you had to have someone accused, right? So with this being a mixture of co-workers and the host's friends, not everyone knew each other. So I had that great anonymity of, not people knowing the backgrounds and and personalities. So it was just really fun. Like, I loved it. It forced everyone to interact. I did see. I feel like she did tailor this party with people that she knew would be really, really participating into the game. But I legit was scared that I was gonna be a traitor, because I always get to have a great poker face. The way my face looks, mine was very serious. But I was telling Melissa, I feel like it's one of those things where you feel like you look good, but your body could show otherwise. Either you start sweating and all that. So I did kind of mask that by getting kind of drunk. So, I didn't fully plan that. But, I carry a sweat towel around, right? And when I start drinking, I start sweating. So, I'm already, before the game even starts and everyone sits down, I'm already kind of wiping my face off because I'm drinking, But, yeah, a lot of people were coming up to me and, dude, I did not expect you to be a traitor. And it's so funny because in the game Among Us, I'm terrible in voice. But in person, I was playing people like a fiddle. Either shifting blame, or whenever it was my turn to vote someone off, I would just go with the hype mentality, as long as it wasn't one of my people, right? And overall, this game's just really good. Like, I love a theme park like that. I'm glad she did that, and I got assessed. Now the funny part. Before we got there, Melissa and me, I had asked Melissa, "Hey, would you tell me you're a traitor if you were, or are we being competitive? Are we keeping it like, nah, there's no loyalty here?" She goes, "No loyalty. I wouldn't tell you." I was like, "All right, that's cool. That's fine." So during the rounds, we'll get like 10-minute breaks. We'll mingle, get some drinks, get some food. I would go outside to vape, right? And Melissa would follow along. And oh my God, I felt so. I played her like a fiddle. She kept. I asked her straight up. I asked her again, hey, are you still in the mindset of if you were a traitor, you wouldn't tell me? And she said, no, I wouldn't. I was like, all right, that's cool. So, and I was like, hey, so who do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I think it's this person. And then I was just shifting her mindset to like, oh, I think it's this person because they keep doing this and this and this. And she's completely oblivious to the fact, that I was a traitor. So near the last round, when it came down to 5 people, right? And I think it was like 15 of us. To 5 people, it was five people, me and another traitor, so 3 faithfuls, right? At this point, they still didn't suspect that was me. They still haven't suspected the traitor. They kept voting other people off. But I just thought it'd be hilarious to vote Melissa. Because at this point, no one had voted Melissa, right? And the thing is, she had been really quiet for the most part, except whenever she got accused, like say someone tried to accuse. But in the first round, someone accused Melissa, just like, hey, I don't know, you just give me that vibe. So I started going after the accuser, with my excuse being, well, you accused my person, I got to defend her, right? So that was my shield for the longest. But up until that point, she never got accused. She hadn't been accused. So it's top 5, and they're trying to vote another person out, and I just say, y'all, dark horse, I think it's Melissa, and the room blew up. Like what? Like you're throwing your girlfriend under the bus? It was funny. Some people automatically thought we were married, so I heard someone say, "Not your wife," which is I thought that was cute. And I was just like, she hasn't said much all game. She's been very, very quiet, and the way Melissa, she is a terrible liar. So immediately she got real nervous. I see her face just turned real red. But I expected that to backfire, and it did. And they were like, nah, you're a traitor, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, come on, y'all. Like just think about it. You just wouldn't expect it. Like, I'm too easy of a pick, it wouldn't, you guys saw my picture. Because before the game, we all took pictures to put on the wall. I had made my picture very traitor-like, just super obvious. So I kept using that against them, but they were like, no, we're voting you off because you voted your own wife off. And I was like, that's fair. And I got the attention off the other guy, the only guy left. And the other traitor was also really good, and he convinced the other girl, Carmen, voted off. And from there it was 3: Traitor, Melissa, and Kayla. The Traitor and Kayla were really cool, so they voted off Melissa. And I have a video of her getting voted off. I'll probably forget to put it on here, but I remember she just looked kind of disappointed. Or she was just like, okay, whatever. So she got voted off. And then up until that point, the way to finish the game is, once you think there aren't any traitors, all the faithfuls have to agree to end the game. So it could have ended at the 5 people if no one, if there was like, hey, I don't think anyone here is a traitor. And I legit could have stayed to the end and lived, but like I said, I just thought it was hilarious if I voted Melissa. So they ended the game with both of them. Of course, because the hosts knew who the traitors were. She had Kayla go up first. Kayla was like, oh, I'm a faithful. And everyone was like, yeah. And then when the other guy went, like, yeah, I'm here to win. I'm a traitor. Oh my God, everyone blew up. Because if a traitor made it to the end, everyone lost. And then when when Amy, the host, the birthday girl, it was a birthday party. When she was like, all right, guys, can I get all my church to line up to take a picture? You know, the other two went up and they were like, yeah, we knew, blah, blah. And then when I went up, it was like, what? So it was just such a great time. Like, those kind of parties, they take so much work. And the thing is, this birthday girl, she's the training manager. So like she's used to that kind of work and she loves doing it. Hence the manager position. Like, she likes talking to people. She likes running games. You know, she had a whole PowerPoint set up. Like, everything just extremely organized. It was such a cool vibe. And then at the end, because we ended that game like at 11:30 or something. She was like, well, you know, us Asians, we have the stigma or the stereotype of liking karaoke, so here's some karaoke. You know, got the microphones out. Did karaoke till like 3 in the morning. At that point, I was like, all right, we need to go, because we were in Cyprus and we still had to go back home. I didn't ask her, hey, do you have a room to crash? Looking back, I should have, because my sleep had been screwed up since then. But all right, it was such a fun weekend so far. So, but now I'm chilling. Probably just buy some food for the game for my mom. Text my sister real quick. But yeah, I do want to go and watch the show, the Traitors. I did watch the first 2 episodes of season 3. She said her favorite seasons were 3 and 4. Just because I want to get the concept of it, and I'm glad I did. I understood most of it now. But now I want to watch it because I had this much fun playing this game. Like, the first episode I watched were really fun, or like I could see myself like, oh, this is gonna be insane. But anyway, I'm starving now. Yapped a lot. Like I said, watch the Odyssey. Very good film. Other than that, you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the finals World Cup. Make sure you eat some good food, watch some good movies, and get some good sleep. Peace.